We're back building another tiny home today. And with the new castle estate kit, I thought what better time to make a
teeny, tiny little micro castle.
That is what we're going to be getting on with today. We're going to be building in the world of Henford-on-Bagley. And I'm also thinking about putting like a moat around the actual castle itself, just to bring a little bit of a fantasy element to this build. So that's it. That's what we're going to be cracking on with. Let's get on over to the lot in question and make a start. And here we are, my darlings, on a 30 by 20 lot in the countryside area of Henford-on-Bagley. I did have a little practice run of this just to sort of see if I could make it look like a micro castle. And if you are unsure, with tiny living, you get kind of 3 sort of tiers of tiny homes. And the micro home is only 32 tiles, so it's going to be a very small little castle. But I think we can make this work. And what I actually managed to build actually looks really cute. So that's what we're going to go and do today. So if you see me looking over here, I'm doing a little Blue Peter moment, and I have prepared something that I made earlier. If anybody's unsure what Blue Peter, when I say that, it was a children's TV show. I don't know, is it still running? I have no idea. They used to make loads of shit stuff, you know, like I remember making Tracy Island from Thunderbirds out of paper mache. Does anybody remember doing that out there? Any of you oldies like me remember making Tracy Island out of paper mache? I thought it was an absolute vibe, and it really was. And it was a great children's show. It really, really was a nice children's show. But yeah, something like that. And then up here, what we're going to do is we're going to come up this level. I'm going to keep all the walls as well on short height. I just think it will add to the micro home aspect. And you can see we've already got 32 tiles now. Now this is going to be unusable. I'm just going to knock that straight through. And then that gives us more tiles to play around with, which in turn is going to allow us to lift this up, or this little teeny castle up onto a bit of a foundation, just to give it, again, a little bit more of a higher kind of like elevation. But also it will help out with the kind of fantasy element that we're going to try and get across here today. And I'm going to do that by means of landscaping. And with this new editing technique that I've got, you're going to be able to see the landscaping because I'm going to keep the majority of it in. Yes, I am a toad. Right, I think that should suffice. Maybe up one more. Let's have a look. Yeah, one more. Beautiful. Oh, stunning. So I think what we'll do first is put some stairs in, and then you can kind of get a feel for things. I'm going to put the stairs right to there and then whiffle them like that. We're going to use this little wonderful door just here. This one's from Get Together. Still love that door. It's coming in really handy with this pack, actually. What else are we going to do? Let's get some wallpapers on first so we can see it all come together, shall we? You're going to go on the bottom. So, you might change, because there is a different texture that makes it look a little bit blacker at the top, and I like that. And I put it on this bit here because what I did was use this battlement fencing. And then I'm going to get the grid on for a start. It's being an asshole, so I'm just going to copy it in up here. There we go. That was 4. And then I'm going to copy this, flop this over to this way here. And if you're unsure, the reasons I'm doing this is because when you put the fences in this way, it stops this being registered as tiles. It's a little cheeky cheat. Beautiful. And then with that, I actually put in a little ladder going up there, so we can have like a little roof garden moment. I thought that would have been nice for a castle. Yes, indeed. So to get up to that point, that's why we put that platform there. I think I put stairs in this way, just like that. I am going to recolor that though. Thank you. And then get those railings in. Beautiful. And we are going to get the matching fence as well, and plonk the fence around the side here like that. And then do one over on this side here like that as well. Ah, beautiful. And then obviously we need a matching foundation. So, I wonder what the black would look like underneath like that. I didn't use that last. I kind of like that actually. But that looks very cute. And then what we're going to do is bring up a roof piece. I'm going to flop you in the middle and then drag you out, my darling. That was a bit too big. You're getting ahead of yourself there, darling. You really are. I'm going to lift you up just one like that, and then pull flaps out. And then I'm going to recopy it, put it exactly where it goes. Oh, no, you can stay there. And then lift this up. Oh, no. No, we need to bring the flaps in with that one. And then lift this up to get a lovely dramatic moment here. Like that. I'm not even going to play around with the bending of the roof either. I think it's fine like that. Yeah. And then I didn't do this last time, but I think just to make it look a little bit more taller, I'm going to flop one of these in. You're going to need to come up a bit then, my love, are you? Okay, well, there you go. Let me see this. Oh, yes. That's the ticket. A little roof trim. Let's go for a grey. Flop that in like that. Look how cute that is. It's very adorable. It really is. Right, these windows here are going to go on the turret area. So I'm going to do one there. And we'll put one there. In fact, this one here might have to come down because I did put a little trim just on the turret area. Yeah, this one's gonna have to come down. That's fine. Just like that, and you can come down as well now. There we go. In fact, I'm gonna bring you down even more. There we go, that's better. Balancing, all about the balancing today. I just want to say thank you as well for all of your wonderful support and messages on my newest series, the Dream Home series. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. I'm having the best time with it. So it makes it all worthwhile when I know that you lot are enjoying it as well. It makes me very happy. So I appreciate you. I am prepping the newest Let's Build the World. And don't worry, the save file is going to be released next week for the San Myshuno save file. So be prepared, loves. I'm going to put this one over on this side. And then this one here, I'm going to do around on this side. And I am going to lift it up just a little bit more there. Because I think that's where I'm probably going to put a kitchen. I do believe. But look how cute that looks. I must admit, it does look very adorable. And we've got 32 tiles out of 32. So we've met the mark, loves. So here, as I said, I wanted to get in a ladder. And the one that I was thinking about using is the trellis looking one. Can we do this one here? Oh, don't say you won't go there because I will slap a fish. No, there we go. Oh, I'm sure they will still. Oh, God, that looks really weird. I'm still going to go for it anyway. They will be able to get through there. It's absolutely fine. I will player test that, but I just know that they will because this is just registering as a smaller scale, even though it's large. There we go. Yes. Oh, very much for that. I think what I need to do is move the lot itself a little bit more central because, as I said, I would love some kind of moat going all the way around it. I think how I'm going to do that is use the pond tool. So let's make a start on that. And there we go. A rough bit of terrain work there. You can kind of see that I left a walkway free. So they've still got the option to be able to come out of this castle and walk around and get up to this level. And I'm kind of for it. So there's nothing more to be said than to fill this up with a little bit of water. I think this height here might be the best way to go. Let's have a little look at that. I reckon we could come up one more. Let's have a little look at you. That's a bit better, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. And I think the water texture that I maybe want to go for is either like the leafy looking one or even go for a little bit more of a swampy vibe. But I kind of feel... Oh, I actually like this texture. It almost looks a bit frog spawny. Do you know what I mean? It's got that like pondy kind of texture to it. I'm going to do this one. I never normally do that. I think because I've never seen that. Is that new? No idea, but we're going to put it in there anyway. And I don't really want masses amount on this lot to like do on the outside areas. All I want to do is landscape it and match it in with this area here. So all of these trees, I want to wrap around here in like a U sort of shape. And we're also going to play around with the terrain paint here. And I want to put some more details in the pond. So we're going to get over to that speed build format and get that done. And voila, a little bit of landscaping. I went around and added a final like reed off of camera as well, just to bring this area a little bit more to life. It was quite difficult to place these because they kept flying off everywhere and it's very annoying, but it's nice. I think it marries it well into the surrounding area. It's very cute. I would like a little bit of greenery on the actual castle itself, so I'm going to try and climb up just a smidgen of ivy. Just up to this area here, I think. And then just up the turret. So I think what I'm going to do is wrap it here first. Bring it to around there. In fact, you're going to need to come in a little bit, my darling. And then I'm going to have to whiffle you around to this way. We're going to pop a little bit more. Let's go a bit lower so it looks a bit more... Oh, God, no. Size it down. Size it down. Bring it to there. And then come around to this way. Let me have a little look at you. Does that look natural? Well, as natural as it can do in The Sims, I would say. Let me try that there. Yeah, that looks nice. Just a little pop of greenery there, you know? Definitely. So we need some final details outside of, or on the actual castle exterior itself. So I'm going to try and find some corbels. I'm also going to... Oh, we need to put some flooring in there for a start. Yeah, find some corbels and maybe decorate this area up here as well. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of like, I would love them to grow something out here and maybe an area for them to sit and have a little bit of lunch and maybe a telescope. So there are kind of multiple uses for this. And we could have made this accessible in here by putting a door there, but that's going to take away the micro aspect to it. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep it as it is and just have a very tall, small toilet. So let me pull out all of the things for the outside I want around here. And we will pop them around together. Okay, so here we go. A plethora of beautiful things. We're going to start off by putting in these planters on there. And then one over into that point there. And I've sized down some of these trees. You've seen me do this before. And I'm going to flop one there. And we're going to do another one just off to the side, just to bring a bit of extra greenery up to that level. And I think it looks smashing. We are also going to flop up a little wall light on either side of the door, like that. Oh, very much for that indeed. And a little cheeky doormat there, just at the front to wipe your scabby feet on before you go in the house. Not that, but that. I'm going to use this bin and this mailbox. I tried a few of the other ones and nothing was really working, and this was the best that I could come up with, to be honest with you. A little bit more of a fantasy element with the mailbox, but I think it kind of works here. I'm going to just say it does. You know, it's got a twig and it's got a mailbox above it, and that is the moment for now. Now, I debated on wrapping a fence around here, but we'll get to that in a second, and we'll get to all that in just a sec as well. We're going to go back here. I thought this would have been a perfect little spot for some for a lovely little seating area, and then some fountains, but these only stick up to here. But then what I'm going to do is bring them down with the tool mod, and we're going to elevate them to a -2 and bring them to there, and you can see they're stuck in the wall, and I think, how dare you? If you hold down Alt and just bring them out from the wall a little bit like that. Drama, I'm for it, and I think that looks smashing in gameplay around there. Oh, very, very regal. Stairs going up to there, and I had a thought, I don't know why I just said stairs going up to there, because you've seen that, but stairs. I've had a thought about maybe trying to wrap around, just on this area here, a fence going all of the way around. Now, it does kind of like weirdly like stick out, and it is not perfect. So I may go ahead and maybe mess around with the terrain a little bit around here, but just to this point here, nowhere dramatic. And over here, and all I'm going to do is bring it to there, whiffle it in one there, and then just wrap it around to this point, maybe even like just to here, and wrap it in there like that. I kind of like that, actually. I think maybe to save this, I don't really... I do hate that it's hanging over the edge. It winds me up. But I know if I just bring the terrain up around there, it's going to be even more annoying. So I might either sink some rocks into it or just change the terrain paint for a stone and see if that helps. Let's see what I do. The rocks worked. I did do it off of camera, but I think that just settles it into the pond a little bit better. And I've wrapped it around here a little bit more as well. Yeah, I'm into that. I think that will work spiffingly. Now, up on top of the terrace, we'll get rid of you. I was thinking a little area for them to have a little bit of dinner. Love that idea for us. Because I think we're going to struggle at fitting in some kind of dining space in the interior. We're going to try, but I'm just going to say I think we're going to struggle. A couple of little trees just either side of them like that. Very regal looking trees. A little barbecue moment, maybe just tucked over in this corner like that. And then a telescope here. And I think that would be marvellous. And then just adding a little bit of light up here as well. By putting in a little lantern there, but also maybe here as well. I probably need to put... Oh, I think you might get stuck, so I'm going to put you up here. Yeah. As in, like, they won't be able to get past this light. Hopefully they will. I will play a test this lot, of course, to make sure it works. And that's it, I think. I do like the look of that. I think that looks very sweet and cute and very, very...
Micro.
We are going to go into the interiors now. I just heard myself in my ear. That was awful. I do apologise. We're going to go into the interiors now. So this is where we need to fit a kitchen, a bedroom, some kind of living area, a bathroom, the whole shebang in this small little nook that we've got going on here. This might be a bit of a struggle. I may even... no, I was just about to say I may even... size down the size of the bathroom, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to have a full bath. But let me pull out everything that we're going to be putting around here and hope that we can find a workaround to make this actually work. Here's praying. Okay, so here we go. And this was a tight squeeze. And that is indeed what she said. I'm going to flop the kitchen around this area here. We're going to put the oven there. And I'm going to do that moment there like that. And then I'm going to do a mini fridge in here. Doesn't really fit in with the aesthetics in here. We've gone for a sort of whimsical goth-esque sort of vibe in here. Very much dark, sort of black interiors. And I kind of like it. I'm not completely sold on it, but I still think it looks nice for this castle. And that's what we're going to do. Now, I did something I think very clever with this. See this little weird corner here? What I did... flopped this piece in like that, and I was like, oh, it kind of hangs out there, but the lighting is fine on it. I thought the lighting was going to go a bit weird on it. It's got a little bit of a shadow on it, but it's fine. And then look at that, so that kind of connects through, and then we can put the bathroom sink on that little piece there. You know what, genius as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to go with that. Now the bed in question, I wanted it over this side to begin with, but it was right next to the fridge, and it just, it looked a bit strange having a bed right next to the fridge. So I'm going to pull the bed as tight as I possibly can into this area here. I've left up these pieces because I had to put them up with a 9 key because for some reason this doesn't want to go any higher than that, and it was very annoying. So there we go. I flopped it up there instead. We do need somewhere for clothes, and I did have a dresser. Where's it gone? Oh, it's there. And I thought, why don't we add the dresser here? Now, I am a little bit worried about how close this is to the bed, but as always with all of my builds, I will play test it just to make sure the sim can get in there and use this. I will make sure that it works. I'm going to pull that bed in as far as it can go and flop it into that position there. Did have a little shelf here, and I've gone for some books. I'm not putting a TV or anything on this lot. I don't think it needs it. But I thought a little pile of books with a lantern on the top of it, I thought looked marvellous. And then what I did is pulled out these pictures here, excuse you, and I flopped one up slightly higher than the other. I just thought it looked a little bit better that way. Into that little corner. Oh, that's a nice little nook, that. Now, I didn't have space in here for a dining table. I did try. I tried multiple ways of doing it, and it was having none of it. And I'm going to go for this. This was what I was a bit unsure about. I was a bit like, does that work in here? And I came to the conclusion that not really, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I mean, it kind of does. It matches in with the colours anyway. We're just going to, it's fine. And I did want some area, or an area where they could come and sit and have a little read, you know? So I did put this around the front area here, and I pulled that in a bit tighter there. Again, just leaving this whole area kind of free around it, so your sim can walk anywhere they want to go in here. And that was very important to me. So for the kitchen itself, we're going to do some shelving, of course. I'm going to flop some shelving up to there, I think. And then on that side, I hung some pots and pans just above the actual oven itself, like there. You know, so they've got workspace here where they can, like counter space. They've also got a corner bit there that I might even put like a kettle or something on, actually. Do you know what? That could be a vibe. That could be a vibe. Let's do that. Let's put a little cheeky kettle on it. Let's go for this one. And can I get you into the corner there? There we go. So there is another little bit of gameplay there as well, which is nice. And then there was a little perfect area to squeeze a bin in as well. So I'm going to flop a bin just into this corner bit there. Again, leaving space around everywhere. The sink. I reckon the sim will be okay using this. I am still, as I said, a little bit worried about this here. I could like put it over into that position and maybe that would help it, but not really. Let's just leave it there for the minute and I will play a test it. A mirror as well, an important mirror that I do want to just plop up by the side of the bathroom there. Do you know what I mean? It's okay. I think it will work. I think it fits in with the castle semi-okay as well, so I'm just going to go with it. We're just going to go with it today. But as I said, we do need a full bathroom in here. I would love to get a bath in here rather than a shower. I'm going to try my best to try and make that happen. So let's see what I come up with. And we've made it work, I think. I changed out the counter. It was just looking a bit too bulky in here and I've decided to go for this sink instead. Little hand towel, little mirror, put a little bit of clutter up on this object here. Toilet and a full bath. A full bath in here. I'm very shocked at this. I, again, will player test this to make sure it all works. But I think that's it. The interior of our micro castle. And I think it came together really nicely, this little build. It really did. Very, very nice indeed. Now, I have added some special effects with, like, the fireflies. So I think what we need to do is get into the actual live mode and have a little tour around this so we can see all of those elements in action. Now, before we go into the tour, can we spot any difference in what I built compared to what it now looks like? What is with the terrain paint? What's going on there? I need to get that sorted before we move on. And there we go. The terrain paint is kind of back to how it was before that awful bug came into play. Will they fix that? Will they hell? No way. Not happening. Anyway, here we are. Little micro castle. So we haven't got really loads to show here, but we'll go around this side first. Let's see those fountains in action, please. Oh, yes. Right by the little seating area. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We've got some stairs coming up here. And a little ladder. I have player tested it and they can get up to this level, which is very nice indeed. Yeah, cute. Just a little area to barbecue and watch the night sky. It's very whimsical. I do enjoy it. Very cute indeed. And then you come into the actual interior itself. So you walk straight in. Player tested this as well. Everything seems to be working fine. We need to paint the ceilings. There we go. That's a bit better. I did forget to do that. That's probably one of the first times I've forgotten to paint the ceilings. But, I mean, I'm here for it. The interior, it's okay. I think it all will work well for a single sim anyway. But it's not my favourite of interiors, I won't lie. But I think it works for this little micro castle that we've done today. Yeah, little bed area, little kitchen, little seat to read a book. Beautiful, beautiful. And then you can come into the full bathroom as well, which does work, by the way. Always got a double height turret moment. I do like that vibe. A lovely little micro home. I do want to have a look at this castle at night as well, because I just think with all of the fireflies around, I think it will look really, really nice. Oh, and would you look at that? Oh, look at all of the little fireflies just flying around the moat itself. Yes, that's the ticket. That's the fantasy I want right there. But we're done for today, my darlings. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me some lovely comments down below. And I will be back tomorrow where I'm going to be building a Mediterranean vineyard. So be on the lookout for that, my sweets. Goodbye.